Hello, everyone. We are for shoe on head. This time, are women okay? Good doozy. All right, let's get into it.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And Raytheon stock. War is a terrible thing.
Stock.
This war has been happening for a very long time, from before most of us were born, and will be raging on after we're long.
There we are. Her eyes are fucking wide open. I will say I have never liked this shit on females.
Gone. I'm of course talking
Where there's like this little gap here of fucking zero makeup. I fucking despise that shit on like I despise this art. This makeup style. It's like I don't mind it being from like here to like here than having this shit. Not extra and bougie and shit, but like when it's like this shit, it's like I feel like this is just adding something that out a distinct little here that you don't want being seen.
about the gender war. Men versus women. For those of you who've been following me for the past year, you know of my ongoing research into the man question. From learning how to be a real man, if you're a grown-ass man and you wear a seatbelt in the passenger seat, you are likely to be a raging homosexual.
What? Apparently it's gay to not want to die, but okay.
To judging men's living spaces, men will literally not buy a TV stand, but will have 2 mini fridges.
Bro, why buy a useless TV stand when you can use your 2 mini fridges as TV stands, bro? I mean, they're better than minis. They're better than a TV stand because mini fridges can hold your beverages and snackies and you know your foodie snacks.
To examining their interesting dating rituals. Wish your toes were in my mouth right now.
Oh,
I mean, hey. And although this journey is far from over, I decided to take a break to focus on the fairer sex. That's
what
right.
A discredit to my gender
When
with that
there
fucking
are many
toe
things
comment.
Women love in this world. Flowers, chocolate, pumpkin spice lattes, cute animals, shopping, complaining and nagging. Am I right, fellas? But
damn right.
women love posting their own L's.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one.
Again, you're not in a situationship. You're in a relationship. You're not in a situationship. You're in a relationship. You just don't want to call it a relationship because you don't want all the commitment that comes with a relationship. You just want a friend with benefits. It's not a situationship. It's a relationship that you're not calling it that, or it's a friends with benefit situation. Half the time, not even half, I'm gonna say 90% of the time, to 90 to 99% of the time, it's a friends with benefits type of situation when they say, oh, it's a situationship, it's a toxic situationship. No, it's probably someone who you wanted friends with benefits and they got fucked over because they fucking they probably developed feels for you and you're like, no, I just want you for sex and money. And now he's like, all right, fuck you, don't talk to me. And you're like, but money, I need my shit paid, my credit card debt.
One of my exes. Last week I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had
a situationship with her ex. Like I said, she just wants all the benefits of a relationship without the title of a relationship.
A random guy from Hinge drive me, and
that's also sad. You're telling me you couldn't get an Uber or a taxi? You had to match some dude on Hinge and be like, yeah, I actually just need a ride. And honestly, the fact that the dude gave her a fucking ride, I'm gonna say it, fuck you, my guy. Have some more self-respect.
And this year I
don't give a fuck if you did get head or if you did get a tap. Not worth it.
Had chlamydia twice.
Oh, look, maybe he did get to tap, and that's probably why. Oh my god, dude. Twice. I'm sorry, I know I just paused, but she said twice. She got that shit twice. How are you that much of a hoe that you're like, you get it once, and instead of being like, all right, I'm gonna be safer now, you instead just you go and get it twice. Like women okay.
So
They're
I've been
fucking
working on
not.
a pretty big video, and I thought it would be nice to take a little break and make some trash content, because I know you guys
Trash.
love the trash content. And I feel like the last two videos were a little more serious
Oh my
than
god, June, what are you doing? Showing shoulder? Ugh, disgraceful.
I usually am. So I feel like it's trash time. So let us answer the question on everyone's mind.
More shoulder,
Are
June?
women okay? No. No, they are not. But before we get into this
I say as she's the one that's married and I'm the one that's single.
deep dive into the psyche of the modern woman, let's quickly get into today's
Yes, Mama June. Teach me all about the psyche of the modern woman. The modern woman.
sponsor.
Are you tired
Today's
of this
sponsor.
happening to you? Introducing
This video. And thank you as always
She'll put on the cutest outfits for this, then she'll put on something very basic for the fucking video.
always the viewer for not skipping the ad. Now let's get back to the video.
Yeah, I didn't skip the ad, yeah.
From posting about their old high school teachers,
Y'all want to hear some cringe? One of my teachers who I hated from high school subscribed and commented. Yeah, that is pretty cringe. The fact that you would tweet this out and not think that you're the one that's being cringy by tweeting it.
subscribing to them on OnlyFans, to posting about their boyfriends,
I heard we were exposing our husband's mystery. What the fuck?
cheating on them with their own mothers,
Whoop! What the fuck are these? What are the monkey babies?
women love posting their own
Dude,
L's.
That's still insane, dude. Homie felt the need to go back to. Homie said, "You ain't good enough. I need the fucking source," and went for the mom. Homie really needed. Homie really said, "Why have the cake when I can have the whole bakery?" Except in this case, he was married, making him a dumbass.
I would know, despite rumors, I am a woman. Now for the boomer demographic who watch
No shot. June's a woman?
me who doesn't know what an L is, an L is a loss and a W is a win. And for the
Her explaining L's and W's to boomers.
Zoomer demographic that watches me,
Oh god. Pulled out a fucking book.
Gat Ohio Rizzler.
Fucking smile at the end. She's like, I tried. Fuck off. You're not getting any more from me.
To be petty and request money from your ex and accidentally send it. Here's $100 for wasting my time and being a cheater. L. Absolute L. My ex-boyfriend
Hearts
is
it.
now gay, and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. Call that
Jesus
the
fuck.
conversion therapy. When I helped the
Jesus,
guy
June?
I was in love with get his girl because I thought maybe he'd fall in love with me in the process.
This isn't the Notebook. This isn't a romance movie. You're not the main character. What is this main character energy she's trying to protrude?
No! Why did she think this would work? Life is not TV! You are not the
Yeah.
main protagonist of a Hallmark Christmas movie! Just remember
Yeah.
the time I went on a first date to the London Zoo, and at the gate he asked if I would mind paying for my own ticket, which I said I would, at which point he pulled out a 2-for-1 voucher, so I paid for my ticket and he went in for
Okay, that's fucking insane. Not even okay, cool. I have this voucher. We can go halvesies on a ticket and get another ticket for free. No, homie really said, all right, you're paying for yours. I'm using this voucher on mine.
for free. I had to break up with him. Our signs weren't compatible.
Oh,
Once
boy.
again, here we go. Astrology is racism for white women.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini, and he
Wait, what?
told me not to flush when I peed at his house to save money, so I obliged until I went through his Discord and found pics of him drinking it. Oh,
That's what was with the sign comment at the front. I feel like you could have gotten your point across without it being like a whole I'm a fucking XYZ and he's a ABC.
Oh no! I invited him to the crib, cooked for him, gave him the sloppiest neck you can manifest in your mind, let him fold me like an origami bird, called him an Uber, then blocked him and never spoke to him again. I really beat him to the punch. We are learning the game too fast.
Oh yeah, you showed him.
Sure showed him. When I broke up
you you filled up his stomach and you emptied his balls. Damn, you sure showed him.
with a white boy and he deleted his Stop Asian Hate story. Guys,
That's
my
hilarious.
friend got banned.
Okay. That's hilariously petty. I will say that. It's fucking a new level of petty.
Deleted his Stop Asian Hate story. Guys, my friend got banned from Tinder because she'd show up to dates without makeup and the dudes kept reporting her as a catfish.
Savage.
I don't know, I've always quickly shown the men I've dated what I look like without makeup because I figure if you don't love me at my naked-faced gremlin, you don't deserve me at my 2006 MySpace mid e-girl. I wanted this man to be vulnerable.
Man, why can't we go back to simpler times when women looked like her? And they were all MySpace e-girls.
MySpace mid e-girl. I wanted
I'd
this
rather
man
have the MySpace mid e-girl than some bitch like this.
to be vulnerable with me for so long. He finally called me yesterday and opened up, but the second he started crying, I lost all interest in him quickly. Women be like, men need to show their
Yeah.
emotions.
Until they
Till
do.
a man shows their emotions. I told my husband not to buy me a Christmas present. I'm fuming that he actually is.
Fucking god, this pisses me off. The whole, what do you want? Oh, nothing. Like, if you say you want nothing, you're not getting shit. Sorry, but we're not gonna read between the lines. We're not hardwired to read between the lines. You either tell me what the fuck you want, or you don't get shit. Shit, like...
Isn't. Do not. I repeat, do not listen to women when they say this. Oh, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want anything? No. Bullshit.
I bet.
Get them fries. I will never forget this guy I was seeing didn't text me back for 3 days, and when he finally texted me, I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I was just watching The Sopranos.
Bruh,
When you are on your third
homie has his fucking priorities set straight. Homie said Sopranos before hoes.
kid and third baby daddy at
What the fuck? Third kid, third baby daddy at 23? Hypersexual what? No, you're just a hoe.
23. It's the hypersexual personality with a
Well,
breeding
you're just a
kink
hoe
for
that
me.
doesn't know how
For
to
the last
fucking
time,
use a
you
condom.
do not have a breeding kink. That is called being a woman. It is not a fetish. It came free with your genetics. Someone just asked my
Yeah.
due date.
Yeah, like don't women like ovulate even more and get hornier during their like time of month and shit? Like what? Like literally, like I don't know who said it. Like I don't know if it's a study. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that when women are on their periods, they need a good dicking. They need a good eggplant session. Because apparently it like helps or some shit. It can like relieve pain. I don't fucking know. I'm not a woman, nor have I ever slept with one while she was on her time of month. But yeah, that's just what I heard.
I am not
Don't
pregnant.
believe everything you hear on the internet, children.
A reminder, once again, that unless a woman tells you she is pregnant, please don't assume. It's really hurtful.
Really? That's hurtful? Would you rather have someone come up to you and ask you, why are you so fat? You don't think that would be more hurtful than someone assuming you're pregnant? I think I'd rather someone, if I was a woman, I think I'd rather someone assume that I was pregnant, because at least that way it could be like, oh yeah, play it off and shit. Then lose a whole bunch of weight, and then if they ask me what happened, I'd be like, oh, sad story, I had an accident. Or be like, oh, joke's on you, I wasn't pregnant, I was actually fat.
Oh god, do not do this. I have seen this actually happen in real life. The internet will never know when I'm pregnant, by the way. They'll just have to assume I'm eating good. I was talking to this guy
No, you're
on
gonna be
Tinder,
pregnant.
having the best conversations while we sipped on our boba, but when he found out my body count was close to triple digits, the conversation got quiet.
Okay, this is the thing that I was talking about then. The triple digits bitch. Yeah, like triple digits. Holy shit, that's insane to me. Triple digits, bitch. I can't even get a second, let alone triple.
He ghosted me after and blocked my Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. Do all guys
would
really
I.
care that much? Maybe I should start telling my
Yeah, I mean, if someone offered you a fresh new pair of shoes and then they offered you the same pair of shoes, but they had been worn for 200 miles through the Mojave Desert, yeah, you'd want the new shoes, not the worn-in ones that have already been used. And and yeah, yes, I am comparing women to shoes. You can suck my dick, but like, it's the same thing. Like, men don't want someone who has had like nearly, like, bro, we don't even want someone in double digits, let alone someone near triple. Like, bro, at that point you're either a sex addict or a fucking whore.
dates that I'm a virgin instead. Yes, guys care that much. And not just guys, and especially triple digits. If you're somebody
Yeah.
who takes sex seriously and you think it's a special thing, or you're a virgin, or you yourself have a low body count, it's perfectly acceptable to care about body counts. But if you a hoe, or if you a man hoe, and you care about the other person's body count, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah. I agree with what she said right there. If you have a high body count and you're like, ew, that woman has a high body count, no thank you, you're a fucking hypocrite. Shit, let's be honest. You're a fucking hypocrite.
But I feel like even if you are a hoe or a man hoe with like a 20-something body count, I feel like you could still judge someone who's in the triple digits. How do you even...
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. If your body count like barely hit doubles, like if you're like, even still, this is high from even high, but let's say you're like 10 or not 10, you're like 10 to like 13. I feel like you can still judge someone who has slept with like 50 plus people. More so when they're about to hit 100. At that point, it's like, okay, no thank you.
meet that many people? I don't even know 15 people. I'm gonna give this one a W because I'm just impressed. That's just impressive. When I got pulled over for speeding and the nice officer said I could just show him a picture of license instead because I forgot my wallet, and watched me scroll past multiple boob pictures, and I couldn't tilt my phone the other way because my dad was in the other seat. Okay, there is nothing more stressful.
I'll say this, you have a picture of your license in your phone, why not just add it to favorites or create a completely separate folder for it, or better yet, add it to your files, that way you don't have to go into your photos to begin with. That's what I have. I literally have my license scanned in my files. I don't have that bitch on my phone, on my pictures. So that way, if I need to show it, I can just scroll down, type in DL for driver's license, and it pops up right there as a file. I can press it and it shows it.
And anxiety inducing than handing someone your phone to show them a picture, and you're just like, okay,
Girl, bitch.
okay, give it back. Because if they accidentally swipe, they're gonna be seeing your hentai horse futa.
Fuck.
Am I right? Who among us does not have that on their phone?
That's oddly descriptive, June. Do you wanna confess to something? Cause not in a million years would I ever say fucking anime waifu horse cock fuda.
I remember one time I was so obsessed with a boy that I found out his address, his mom and dad's number. I would call his mom, and when she answered, I would make up lies about him so he got his phone taken away so he didn't talk to other girls. I found his family.
I'll be real with you. What kind of shitty ass mom believes a random ass bitch that called them over their own kid? Like, I'm not gonna lie. What kind of shitty parent are you that you would believe a complete and utter stranger that calls you over your own child? This is also serial stalker behavior. Like, holy shit, this is terrifyingly creepy.
Family members' names, how many times he moved houses, what schools he went to, found all his family photos, found all the girls he messed with so I could become friends with them. What's crazy is men will look at this and they'll be like, I could fix her. Okay, so when I was in 3rd grade, I had a crush on this guy, but he had a crush on this other girl, and I cried about it to my mom, and my mom was like, who cares? They're not gonna get married. And that made me feel better, until I saw today that they did in fact get married.
Why are you still hung up on a guy you had a crush on when you were in 3rd grade? I feel like you would have grown out of that. Not only that, I feel like you two probably would have gone to separate high schools, if anything, and probably you should have probably met someone else by then. Like, what?
This reminds me when people are like, oh, like, don't worry, your school bully is gonna be fat and ugly in the future. No, my school bully is a fucking bodybuilder now. She could kick my ass. It's important to remember that you were not the main character, and sometimes good things happen to people you do not like. And honestly, you're 27 years old. Time to move on from your 3rd grade crush.
Yeah.
A guy I was hooking up with told me I was getting chubby and I should eat less. I just ate an entire fucking pizza. F you, Brian. Oh, no, no, no. Do not do this.
Don't do that. What the fuck? No. You know what you do? You get in shape, then the moment you're in shape, you dump his ass for being that shallow. You don't fucking gluttonize and make yourself bigger, giving yourself heart problems and all this other extra shit.
Do not spite eat to get back at someone calling you fat. You go to the gym and you get...
Sorry.
What is happening out there? Who is done?
See, June, this is why I record at 2 in the morning when everyone's asleep.
The guy I really like ghosted me because I posted a TikTok about guys with piercings and he didn't have any. Honestly, kind of the man's L here.
Yeah, I will say that's an L on the man. The W for her. She avoided someone with insecurities.
Women will often
Like, okay. She likes guys with piercings. Okay, why don't you get starter piercings? Shit, you don't even need to get actual piercings. You can get fucking magnetic earrings, magnetic fake studs for your ears. You could just buy a pair of those and have them around your ear, see how you feel, see if you like the way you look with them, wear them for a while, and then if you want to, you can go get earrings. Boom, problem solved. You have piercings and they're earrings. Something that isn't really all that like it's not that fuck, what's the word? Exotic. It's not that exotic of a piercing like snake bites or a septum piercing or a nasal piercing or a nipple piercing. Like, I have piercings. I have 4 total. They're both pairs. I'm not gonna say where because that's, but yeah, like I have piercings. They're all right. You barely notice them.
talk
And even when you do, it's kind of like oh shit, I forgot I had these. This is nice. Fun. Click, click, click.
about what they're attracted to and what their type is, and they'll talk about like what men they find handsome, and like men who like that woman will like constantly obsessively compare themselves to those features and those people. They'll be discouraged because they
I like big booba women, but my past girlfriend was my ex, my most recent ex was a petite little thing. Like, just because you have a type doesn't mean you can't date outside your type zone.
don't look anything like them. Like maybe she likes blonde hair and maybe he has brown hair. But if she likes you, she will make an exception. And maybe she's attracted to things she didn't even know she was attracted to until she met you.
Yeah, like maybe she fucking found something in you that is only, there's only something that you have, Maybe you were quirky in the correct way and she was like, "Oh hell yeah, that's mine. I'm gonna lock that shit in." Only for you to be insecure about the fact that you don't have piercings, and so you're like, outie.
you. Congratulations to the man who unmatched with me the moment I told him I was a journalist. Keep it classy, middle America. Also, guess whose name I'm running through the court records tonight?
That's creepy as shit. That's like psychotic behavior. And you wonder why you got unmatched.
What a Chad. Do not date journos. You unmatched me on Tinder, so now I'm gonna run your name through the courts. Okay, psycho. Oh, of course she worked for Jezebel. Rest in piss. Women need to start using men for— Oh, of course she worked for Jezebel. Rest
Jezebel shuts down after 16 years. Okay.
in piss. Women need to start using men for sex. Sleep with them and block them. Give them a taste of their own medicine.
Oh
Who
no,
wants
you
to
emptied
tell
his
her?
balls.
No, but really,
and
not
now you
all
don't-
men do that, so now you're just—
Yeah, okay. What she's saying is true. Not every man just wants to empty their nuts in some fucking lady. You don't want to just juice the eggplant with with a woman. Some guys actually want a meaningful connection, and you're just ruining it for guys because you think that every fucking man is the same. No, your choice in men is the same. That's the difference. And the moment you make a choice outside of what you normally choose, you immediately assume that that person is like every other fucking guy, which they aren't. It's utter fucking bullshit.
you're just contributing to this cycle of abuse. Do not do this. Woman L. My boyfriend said he was into BDSM.
Wait, what? 18 female, 29 male? A few months?
So he'd have me doing burpees, planking, wall sits, and push-ups. I was into it, and he said he loves
madam
watching
is a
girls get pushed to their
pedophile.
physical and mental limits when
Madam, you got groomed. You got groomed by a pedophile there, madam.
they submit to him. Then after a few months of this, he admitted he was just trying to get me in better shape because he didn't like having sex with me as much as he did at my old weight. Should I be offended?
Oh boy.
Okay, this one is just funny. Wait, what are these ages? 18
she
and
finally
29.
realized it.
My old weight? Me and my boyfriend were hanging a TV and I told him to just
Oh, she straight up skipped over the fact that it said after a few months.
be offended.
That's insane. I mean, that's insane.
Okay, this one is just funny. Wait, what are these ages? 18 and 29. My old weight? Me and my boyfriend were hanging a TV and I told him to just let me do it. And now there's 30 holes in the wall. How do I tell him I need him to do it? Let your man do man things. Men were built for war.
I bet you she didn't use a stud finder, or else it would have pointed directly at her boyfriend, and that's when she would have realized he's the right person to do this, not her.
And hunting. And now they're stuck in cubicles for 8 hours a day doing Microsoft Excel. The least you could do is let a man hang a damn TV. I don't care if you can open the jar yourself. Give it to him. Men in captivity need to feel like they have a purpose, or
Yeah.
else they die. Do you notice that men are no longer—
Yes, we do die. Oh shit, what the fuck did I pressed down? Yes, we do die, but not like, we don't die physically. Oh no, we just suddenly stop breathing and we die and our heart stops. We die mentally and spiritually. We die.
persuasive? Once they ask you out on a date and you say no, that's it. These guys
Yeah, it's because over the past years, women have been like, immediately. Men have been taught that if a woman says no, you have to respect it, and if you don't, you could potentially go to prison for it. Kind of like a woman says no, you're like, all right, bet, and you just walk away because if you try to pursue it and she doesn't think you're hot or cute or good looking, she's probably gonna call the cops and say she's being harassed by you, even though all you did was probably walk up to her and say, hi, can I buy you a drink?
are told when a woman says no, that means no. And they're correct. So if you say no, you better mean no.
Yeah.
Apparently, like a large percentage of men aren't even approaching women anymore.
Oh,
The
why would we?
amount of TikToks I have seen of women secretly filming men hitting on them, and the men are not even being creepy. They're being pretty normal. Maybe they're
Like I said, a guy will walk up to them and be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And because they're not attracted to them, they'll immediately be like, ew, he's harassing me, pointing it out on TikTok. I have nothing better to do with my life. No man wants me, but I'll act like being single is my choice. Yeah.
A bit awkward, and the caption's like, "This creep was hitting on me. Whoa, how dare him!" Like, how do you think your parents met? How are people supposed to meet people nowadays? Tinder? Like, you can't just walk up to a girl or guy you think is cute anymore. You have to
gotta be on 5 dating apps and be constantly swiping until you reach your limit, unless you want to pay for unlimited swipes. In that case, you keep swiping till you hit your limit again. Instead, that this time your limit isn't by swipes. It's the amount of people in your area that the app can no longer, that doesn't want to pair you with. So no matter what, you'll eventually hit that fucking hard wall of no more matches, regardless of whether you have unlimited swipes or not. Eventually, you'll run into no more available if you're like swiping through all of them really quick.
Sleeping on them. I am afraid we have Me Too'd a little too close to the sun, and now the men are afraid of speaking to us. I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to rail me, and he said he was too.
I mean, don't y'all remember that fucking fat ass ugly bitch that basically got 6 men thrown into jail because she said that they essayed her? And the courts just outright believed her. She had no proof either, nothing. They just took her word for it, and she got 6 dudes sent into prison. And the last dude, the last one that got sent to prison, got out early because they found out she was lying. But it's like this dude's career and life is still destroyed because of this one bitch. And women wonder why men don't want to approach them anymore. It's like, when that's the risk, when the risk is our livelihood and our lives and our freedom, why would we? Why would we want to take that chance? Why would we ever want to fucking talk to someone or approach someone when they can turn around 5 minutes later, call the cops and say they were harassed or some shit, and now you're in prison? But yeah, like, it's just insane to me. Anyway, moving on.
Tired, so we went to bed and I literally woke up to him jerking it. Honestly, I can't decide whose L this is. Is it her L because he didn't want to have sex with her? Or is it his L for being too lazy? Perhaps she lays there like a dead fish. I don't know. Maybe. Just work out your issues in private. Why is this even on TikTok? Wait, no, on second thought, do not work them out in private. This is great content. Please do keep posting. I got asked on a date today, and I blocked the guy because he asked me what I wanted to do instead of just telling me. Listen, there is a reason women are so indecisive about things, about where to go, and especially about what to eat. It is in our blood. Back in the caveman times, we didn't have a choice. You hunted the mammals and you dragged them back to the cave. And
y'all do this going forward. If y'all get a first date, if y'all are like single and you get a first date, take your date to Taco Bell. If they're too good for Taco Bell, kick them to the curb. No one's too good for Taco Bell. Think outside the bell, my guys and gals.
And that is what we ate. So you choose. You bringing home Chipotle is the modern man bringing home a mammoth carcass. One time I was gonna have sex with this dude after a concert, and we went to shower off, and I did this naked little jig and went, "It's time to wash me holes," and he made me go.
God.
No!
Not the quirky girl.
No, don't fumble the quirky girl, no! I'm out eating with this guy, and he took the bill, and I offered to pay, and he said, "Okay, here."
Okay, don't offer to pay, bitch. You don't want to pay. Why the fuck are you offering to begin with? Just sit there with your fucking mouth shut and let them pay.
I love this trend of women being like, "I want this," and men being like, "Okay," and women being like, "Wait, no, not like that. For the love of God, just say what you mean." Men do not know how to play these mind games. These boys autistic out here. A guy wrote to me on Tinder calling me quite the catch because I like nachos and Always Sunny. So I wrote back saying, "Well, if you're impressed by that, you should see my tits." And he unmatched me. I literally have no idea what men want.
Well, not every man is like trying to just fuck, you know? Like, he genuinely tried to form a connection and you made it about sex. You could have replied with, "Yeah, my favorite episode of Sunny is this one, have you seen it?" And then made another conversation from there that could have kept going. And instead you pointed out your tits.
See, this is a woman who has on her mind that men want sex, 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 and nothing else.
Yeah.
So she came out too strong right out of the gate and scared him off. I was on a blind.
Look, just because I want someone to step on me doesn't mean I want it to be sexual all the time. Sometimes I deserve to be stepped on. Naughty little demon.
Date. The guy opened up Tinder while sitting there with me and was swiping on girls. I guess I wasn't interesting enough. Haha. Oof.
That's
A lot of pain in
wrong.
that haha. What's the hardest thing you ever had to say? It's me or the PlayStation. He took the PlayStation over his marriage and
10-year relationship, and I'm not gonna lie, if he took the PlayStation over his 10-year marriage, that tells me that you probably were the fucking issue. Also, you gave him an ultimatum, which tells me you're also the issue. Like it's you're making him choose between you and probably something that he does for fun to like de-stress after a long day's work. And you're like taking that time that he has to himself and you're trying to make it all about you. Like, yeah, he and this probably isn't the first time she's done this. She's probably done this multiple times to him. So he probably said, you know what, fuck this. This isn't the first time you've done this. I'm out. Later. We can sign the divorce papers later.
10-year relationship. Oh my god. You know, I always say if somebody offers you an ultimatum between them and something else, take the something else.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't know, a PlayStation? Like, maybe there's more to this story, but ending a 10-year relationship and marriage over a PlayStation?
I just
Boy.
came to the realization
Oh boy.
why I'm single. Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive, I see their wives and they just look like
She has some massive fucking lats. I'll give her that. Jesus fuck. She has massive lats.
so like, you know, not like
Also, why are you looking at why are you looking at men that are married? Why are you lusting over married men, dude?
this.
Oh, you're a muscle mommy. That's cool. But like, why are you going after the married men? Go after the autistic men, dude. Like, not the full-on autistic men, but go after the men that have a little bit of autism in them.
You know, like,
That want muscle mummies.
I pretend my tattoos are gone. That's why guys
Some guys like tattoos. I like tattoos. I find tattoos on women to be hot. It also depends on the woman, though. Like it depends on the woman. Like, she looks like she could pull off a mad fucking full-on like sleeve on her arm and on her fucking on her arms. Like, she looks like she could pull off sleeves and shit. But like, there are some women who can pull off the neck tattoos really well. You know, those typically tend to be your goths and emos and shit.
don't want to wife me up. I thought these men wanted like, you know, big, strong, tough girls.
Okay, so first of all, she will find a man, okay? She's
Yeah.
adorable, she's self-aware, she's just a little
Yeah.
quirked up white girl with
Yeah.
tattoos. Who doesn't like a little quirked up white girl with tattoos? I
Yeah.
personally love tattoos, I love piercings. If I wasn't such a pussy, I would look like this. In high school, I
Yeah.
was so determined to get an event pussy, I would look like this.
Yeah, see, like, see this shit. This shit on the eyes. Fuck that. That shit can make you blind. I'm highly against tatting your eyes because one small fuck up and there goes your eyesight. But like, this is nice.
In high school, I was so determined
Maybe
to
a
get an
little
Avenged
extra. with
Sevenfold
some-
logo
Oh
on
my
the back
God.
of my neck. So happy that didn't happen. But anyway, some men do like her style, and trust me, judging by the internet, men love muscle
Yeah.
mommies. But if
Yeah.
she's not attracting the type of men she wants, she could just easily soften up her style. She could take the nose ring out. She could put her hair down. I'm not gonna say L or W. This is kind of neutral. I'm leaning
She doesn't even have to do all that. I mean, she could also just put on like that flannel she had. She could just wear that and, you know, not roll up the sleeves or take it off.
towards W because she's so self-aware about it, but I think she's gonna make it.
Or instead of going with that dress or shirt that she was wearing, she could go with like a more feminine dress, like a sundress, you know, or something like that.
We're all gonna make it, queens. If a man leaves you after you've cheated, he clearly wasn't a real man.
If a woman cheats on you to begin with, she clearly wasn't a real woman.
Men would work through it and help
Real women would work through it and talk to their man.
you become a better woman. They accept you with all your flaws. When I thought my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his dad, but actually he was just planning on his proposal to me and I ruined it.
Dumbass
What?
bitch.
When you go through his phone to see if he's cheating, but you find screenshots of you cheating. When you checked his phone to see if he's cheating, but found nothing, then suddenly he said, "My turn." Listen.
If you can't dish it out, if you can't take it, don't dish it. All I have to say. If you yourself are not willing to show your partner your phone, don't fucking ask for theirs.
If your partner wants all of your passwords and constantly wants to see your phone, reads all your texts, wants access to all your accounts all the time, and accuses you of cheating on them randomly, that's most likely projection, and they are cheating on you. Not all the time. Sometimes they have trust issues, maybe from a different relationship. In these cases, yes, it was projection. Mom of two leaves her husband of 14 years for a stranger she was convinced was her soulmate after one magical night at a conference, only to be ghosted by him. I'm sorry, are we supposed to feel bad for this bitch? Because I don't.
Say, you threw away your life for a one-night fling? What a dumb bitch. Marriage and kids, and she said, fuck this.
Men, if the DNA confirms the baby is not yours, it doesn't change the fact that you must take responsibility of the baby.
Yes, it does. It's not your fucking kid. Why should you have to raise some other dude's kid? I'm sorry, what? Oh? Like, why the fuck should I be in charge of someone else's kid? Just because you made one fucking terrible decision doesn't mean I have to pay the price for it.
Baby. Women go through a lot in marriages, and women deserve better.
A crazy thought. How about you choose your partners more carefully next time?
What? Woman, 37, stabs husband multiple times after finding explicit photos of another woman that turned out to be her when she was thinner. No!
Bruh.
This man texted me.
Bruh, how do you not recognize yourself? How? How are you that delulu that you don't even recognize pictures you sent your own? Oh my god.
Thank you for showing me what it feels like to be loved. I can't wait to make you my wife someday. It's gay shit like that that makes me want to cheat. Women be like,
You're not a real woman then. You're a girl. You're not a woman. You're just a child. Just a child in a woman's body who thinks that she deserves everything that she's given to her because she was spoiled as shit.
wow, thanks. This is why it's so fucking hard to convince men to open up. I hope and pray this king has found someone who actually appreciates him. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Girl that
Wait, what did that comment
actually
say?
appreciates him. When he
Nah, fam, she up 2-0. You gotta start playing
cheated on me
some
with the
offense.
same girl my other ex cheated on me with.
Bruh.
Girl, that isn't your average hoe. That's your arch nemesis. You need to either defeat her in battle or commit seppuku right now. No other way.
Jesus,
Betrayed.
lucky you.
I suggested an open marriage to my husband to spice up our sex life. He then fell for his lover and I was heartbroken. Many such cases. Woman wants to open up the marriage, man finds someone else and leaves with her. Because as soon as you open up the marriage, he's not gonna take it seriously anymore. Because you're not taking it seriously anymore. And a lot of people just can't be polyamorous. They can only be monogamous. They can only give their love and intimacy to one person at a time.
Yeah.
So L. Common open marriage L. Getting 2 jobs and telling my boyfriend that I'll work 70 hours a week so I can pay the bills so he can find his dream job, to find out he was cheating on me on the days I worked 16 hours.
That's
when he went on
insane.
Tinder right in front of me an hour after taking my virginity. I nursed my
That's
cheating
even
husband
more
back to health
insane.
from severe brain trauma. Then he cheated again. So I know this is about women posting their L's, but
Fuck,
god
dude.
damn, these men ain't shit. No wonder there's so many insane, broken harpies coming at me when I talk about male loneliness. And no wonder there are so many men who think all women are lying whores. Y'all are destroying yourselves. Stop cheating. Is it that hard to not fuck someone? I don't think so. Look at my audience. Follow people who haven't done that.
I mean, the whole time I was
Damn, I feel called out.
seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experience.
Oh, I remember this bitch. Fuck this bitch. She can rot in hell. Can fucking rot in the deepest parts of hell, bro.
I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart. It was fun.
So did you break the other bitches for laughing too? They can all burn in hell.
I hope I did a little damage.
Demon! Be gone, vile woman! Congratulations, you have created another person with trust issues. People like this should be in jail. People like this should be in prison. People like this should be thrown in the pit. Remembering the time he came home and told me he cheated on me, so I slept with him and made him tell me I was better. When I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me, instead of breaking up, he had me and the other girl give speeches on why he should stay with either of us. And when he chose me, I took him out to dinner and got him thank you presents.
Bro, oh my god, dude. What kind of Riz demon is this man that he got both bitches to fight over him and write out essays and shit?
Never was much of a romantic. I used to beg him to stop cheating on me by giving him money. Me remembering the time I walked in on my boyfriend cheating on me and I left and came back 5 minutes later and asked to join. They declined. Women,
even
get some self-respect. Holy sh**. I would say you could do better,
women
but
have no standards.
Honestly, I don't know anymore. Turn up the cheat. All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger. First of all, did it? Second of all, this is the kind of shit the average woman has blasting into her mind 24/7.
Yeah.
And you wonder why like 45% of them are destined to be single in 2030. And on the flip side, you have all these like manosphere red pill people excusing cheating, but that's a video for another day. Is the man I'm cheating with lying to me like he does to his wife? Yes.
Yes, no shit.
Yes, he is. Next, I've cheated on.
Yeah, he probably hits you with the exact on your humble. This humble? No, there's no humble. I'm thinking of Bumble and Hinge, and I'm fucking mixing them together, creating humble. Something these women are not. That is humble. Anyways. Crazy to me that you have this shit in here. In your dating app.
On every single one of my significant others. Would you still take a shot? Fellas, would you take a shot?
No, I think I'd report that account.
I swear to God, women with big titties can get away with anything. The power dynamic of the world is this. The peasants, the rich, the elites, the deep state, women with big titties. Broke up with my boyfriend who loved me so I could hook up with my coworker that I've had a huge crush on since forever, who just got out of a 3.5-year relationship. All to get pumped and dumped.
Yeah, you were a rebound, dumb bitch. He got out of a 3.5-year relationship. You think he wants to jump into another one right away? No, that fucker wants to just go around sleeping with as many people as he fucking can. He's out here gonna manho himself and shit and be a fucking slut.
Thinking about how my perfect first boyfriend who was nice and bought flowers and gifts and planned surprise dates and never followed girls on social media, and how I dumped him because I was bored and went off to date men who literally abused and cheated on me, LMAO. Thinking about the time I left a man who would do anything to make me happy for a literal bum. When I had a boy that had loved me unconditionally since we were 13, flies across the country to surprise me, and after 2 years still supported me and worshipped me, and I let him down for a lying, cheating piece of shit. I'm starting to suspect there's not a male loneliness epidemic, and it's more of a avoiding these evil bitches epidemic. This video is turning me into a misogynist. I always thought the woman leaving the nice.
Join us, Shoe. You'll enjoy it in the dark side. We have oatmeal raisin cookies. The best kind of cookie. Because they're extra gooey and chewy. You won't even notice the oatmeal, the raisins in them, because of how chewy and gooey the oatmeal is.
This guy for the bad boy and getting her heart broken was a
And if you don't like oatmeal cookies, we also have Chips Ahoy in the corner over there.
trope. Like, I knew it happened, but I didn't know it happened this much. L's
Oh, it hasn't.
all
I didn't know
around.
anything.
Throw these women in the pit. I hope these guys find
Women really out here be thinking they're in like the Notebook or some shit.
women who appreciate their niceness. Because believe it or not, despite popular belief, most women do like that. I asked him how tall he was, and he said, I'm 5, and I immediately hung the phone up. Turns out he's 5'11". How do I apologize? I rejected this sweet guy various
bitch.
times, then a couple months later, he's dating someone new. Then once I got home, I cried. The time my prison pen pal
Why? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Because you won't get attention from this individual anymore? Is that why? Because now they actually found someone who wants to be with them and will give them the exact same amount of attention? Is that why you're crying? Huh? Because you lost your source of constant attention whenever you needed it? Whenever you needed a validation? Because you're no longer the priority in his life? His girlfriend is? Because men only have one woman they prioritize at a time? Real men in relationships? Yeah.
came out of jail, f***ed me once, and never spoke to me again after 2 years of telling me he loved me and wanted me to be in his life forever. I'm sorry, your what?
fucking
Your
convict,
prison
dumbass.
pen pal? You're telling me the convict in jail was not a good person?
Yeah.
Of all people? I left my husband because the sex was boring. Now I'm having the same problem with my new partner.
Jesus fuck, have you tried anal? Why don't you try some kinky shit? If sex is getting boring, fucking spice it up. Stick your finger up his asshole for once. Like shit. Like, do you just lie there like a dead fucking fish or some shit and expect the dude to do all the work, and that's why you think it's boring? Because he's getting tired of doing all the work and wants you to do some shit?
There is a common factor here. He proposed. Aw, that's nice. To the girl he dated after me. Oh, I know we all let our dogs eat us out at least once. I'm
What?
sorry, we? Us?
Yes.
Who is this us and we you speak
Yeah.
of? One time I was riding a dude and he pressed my bladder, so I ended up peeing all over him for a solid minute, and after I said, I'm claiming my territory. I pee in the
Bruh, if some chick did that to me, I'd be like, I don't have a pissing fucking fetish. But if like some chick responded like that, like some witty fucking shit, I'd be like, I'd die laughing. Like, I'd be like, oh, bro, what the fuck? You're pissing on me. And then she said some shit like that. I'd be like, that's fucking hilarious. Of course, that means I get to lick you now to mark you as my territory, but you know. Bleh.
in the shower so frequently that my feet are dyed yellow. I left my underwear
That's not how it works. What? What? I think your feet are yellow because they're probably fucking covered in some type of foot fucking fungus. Bitch probably got athlete's foot and thinks it's fucking dyed
on the
from
bathroom
piss,
floor
which
after my
doesn't-
shower the other day, and now there's ants eating my discharge. I'm not showing this, but it's literally
that's
just dirty underwear with
disgusting.
ants all over it. You know, growing up, I was always told, like, oh, boys are the
That's
smelly,
nasty as
messy
shit,
gender, and I don't know about that. Confession, one time somebody nutted in my mouth and his semen was chewy. I held back tears.
Ew.
Oh god, this one made me gag. Whose L is this? Is this hers or the man's? I don't even know. See a fucking doctor. Okay guys, I really need help. Every check from my sugar daddy bounced. Wells Fargo is closing my accounts and I'm gonna owe them a lot of money. Like thousands and thousands. I'm in a full-blown panic right now.
Get a job, bitch. Get a fucking job, you bum. Why are you relying on men to pay you out? To pay your shit out? Probably your dildo the cum commodity. Okay.
I don't know what to do. You know, as a socialist, I really hate to say this, and I wish we lived in a different society and didn't have to give all our time and our life to this labor under this evil capitalist system, but get a f***ing job, bitch! I spent $20K on plastic surgery to
She went from unique to average basic bitch. This is what I mean. Like, this is that fucking button episode where, like, that button, I don't know what fucking video it was. Like, oh, last one or the one before that, but there was some bitch on the button, and the dude asked him, he's like, oh, how much plastic surgery you had? And she says, none of your fucking business. Case in point, this is why it's someone's fucking business. This is exactly why it's someone's fucking business. Shit, what the fuck did that do? Fuck. Go back. Oh, that fucking went back. Go forward. Oh, fuck.
Men
Don't start
versus
me
women.
all the way here.
For those of you who've been following me for the past year,
You know, big, strong.
Here.
Tough.
Oh, here it is.
evil capitalist system, but get a fucking job, bitch. I spent 20K on
As I was saying, she went from being unique to being like basic Kim Kardashian fucking copy.
plastic surgery to try to get a man, but it hasn't worked.
You also look like you're excruciatingly high maintenance now because of it. Like you look like you cost a lot to like keep happy. And that's not something most men want to deal with. They don't want some succubus draining them of their bank account. They want someone that's gonna be an asset, not a liability.
I've been single for 7 years. Well, you went from cute and unique to like cookie cutter Kardashian alien,
Yeah.
but perhaps it is not the way you look. Maybe it is something else. You do not have to look like a blow up doll to find love. In fact, you're more likely to not find love looking this way. 25,000
Yeah, whenever I see a woman that looks like that, I immediately skip them because I'm like, either it's a lot of plastic surgery, they're very high maintenance, or they're just looking for some sugar daddy to pay for more surgeries, which falls back into high maintenance.
$1,000 Everyone my age is having children, buying houses, and getting married. And I'm
That's
just over
insane.
here crying with happiness that I got to hear Hillary Clinton say human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights in person. You don't have kids? How old are
Insane,
you?
but okay.
Me, 31. That surprises me. I'd be lost without my kids. I mean, how do you find meaning in life? Me. Marvel keeps coming out with films, so I have that. Average millennial.
Fine.
Reject love and family. Embrace corporate media slop. Okay, it's one thing to just not want kids.
Embrace capitalism.
It's another to cope like this. At least I have Marvel movies. At least I have Hillary Clinton. Bleak. Thinking about the fact that I offered him $100 a week to add me back on Snap and talk to me, and he said no. I was so ready to pay that too. I still am. I will still pay you to add me back. Please, I'm begging. Could you imagine this
desperately
reversed?
sad.
Like men paying money to talk to a crazy woman?
They already do that. It's called OnlyFans.
Oh, wait. That's like 60% of my Discord.
I'm Rhea.
Fuck!
Nice to meet you.
Fun fact about Donnie, he's a Marvel nerd. Are you into Marvel?
You know what? No. Like, my brother watches them, but I just can't get into anime. Like, okay.
Blanky, you can't not like Marvel. It's amazing. There's so many
Okay, fuck that take. Marvel is an anime. Anime is something completely separate, and it isn't even produced here in America. The Marvel movies were, and they're all live action movies. Not a single one of those movies is animated. The What Ifs are animated, but none of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies are animated.
different things, and it's not anime. It's just like a bunch of superheroes who try to save everybody.
Her fucking face in one ear and out
We
the
need to
other.
hook this guy up with the other woman who's like 31 and single and only looks forward to Marvel movies. They are a match made in heaven. When I
Yeah.
remember that I basically begged a dude who had his mattress on the floor and a plastic jug full of loose change on his mantle to be with me, and he said no. Still can't believe I f***ed a guy who made me drink water out of a Tupperware container. I f***ed a guy with actual shit on his floor. Okay, this is why so many women think men aren't improving or putting in a lot of effort, because they don't have to. They can have a literal
Oh my god, literally. What was that thing I said earlier? 99% of the men thereafter are fucking pieces of shit. I don't know what the I said
shit
earlier,
on their
but
floor, and
my
you will
point still
f them.
stands.
How are women's standards so high and simultaneously so low? I'm a liberal. It's hard to find masculine men to date who aren't conservative. Ladies,
That's because there are no masculine liberals. All liberals drink is fucking soy lattes, and they don't even touch a gym. They fucking go and suck off fucking feminists and shit. Neo-feminists.
Stop fucking thinking you need your man to align with you completely. Because you know who's gonna align with you completely? A woman. A woman with bipolar disorder. A woman marries a dog after 220 failed relationships with men. The fate of every lonely man is suicide, and the fate of every lonely woman is marrying her dog. Unfortunately, I can't make a cute
fucking dark as shit, Shoe. What the fuck? Thanks, man. That makes me feel real happy about my fucking lonely ass future.
Recap video of this year because I spent 2022 ugly crying over my ex, quit my job, ended up in the psych ward, and got an STD. It really does need to be studied why.
In that order? Did all that happen in that order? How the fuck did you get an STD after the psych ward?
Women love posting their L's. My theory is that like women's go-to humor is self-deprecation. Like female comedians do it often. Even me, like I'm constantly making self-deprecating jokes in videos. So it could be that, or it could be just like a cry for help or attention. I have no idea, but what I do know is you couldn't beat this shit out of a man. So that was that, whatever that was. Wait, I guess I'll leave you guys with a question. Post one of your biggest L's. Did you ever fumble a relationship? Did a girl flirt with you 10 years ago and you didn't realize?
Chat, my biggest L is I accidentally fucking went nutso. It didn't go nutso, but I was a little stoned and shit, and like we're talking and I sort of fumbled the bag and she sort of ghosted me. But whatever, say la vie. She had this thing on her fucking profile where she fucking said that she would ask me to step on you, and I was like, I asked her about it. I was like, why the fuck do you have that? And she's like, oh, every fucking guy tells me that, so I just put it there on like, cool. Then she's like, yeah, I also like show I care about like being mean. It's then I said, oh, so you would actually step on me. And then after that, she sort of just stopped. So I was like, whatever, you know, I'll find that one. I'll find the one that will step on me. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the shoe head. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will catch y'all in the next one.